Hello and welcome everyone to Prison Architect Alpha 32. This episode will be something totally different because I do see that the most of your interest is towards the layout of the prison and how everyone is doing, how everyone is planning, and how it's going for them. So I did decided to go and show you some of my designs, some of my designed prisons, and some of them I'm working currently on. Well, I will show you two of them. This one and the, I would call it the high-tech prison, because most of the function of the other prison is automated, so it's a bit more it's more high-tech. So in here, as you can see, there are prison cells. They are a bit smaller ones than the usual 3x2. They are 2x2, and that's all thanks to the lawyer and the small cells upgrade, which is already done. So for the layout, that's the 20 prisoners per I would say the smaller block. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So it's 100 prisoners per, I would say, a bigger block. So it's 200. So as you can easily count, 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000. So this prison will be a host to 2000 prisoners. Is that big? Well, I will see. I will go with a second video on this prison when I'm done with it and when I'm happy with the results in it. So that's the prison. Over here in the middle, there will be some common rooms, some infirmaries, and other stuff like that, like the chapel, classroom. Here is one big canteen, well, two canteens, in a matter of fact, with two kitchens. Each kitchen will be running on the very own separate power generator, so this won't be your everyday prison. And yeah, basically, behind the canteen is the yard. Well, a rather smaller yard, because this will be a max sec part of the prison. At the end here, I do place some of the holding cell, but the solitary cells. So there is a couple of them in here. Here will be a staff room, another solitary cells, another staff room, and another solitary cells. So that's the, I would say, basic layout of the prison. Now for the entrance, in front, of course, the reception, covered by two gates over here, so they won't escape. So the reception, visitation area, another small staff room, probably surveillance or the security room, and armory, and exactly the same thing on the other side. Next, the rooms for the power generators and water supply. There will be two separate routes for water. As you probably, I don't know if it will be seen very well, but those pipelines from the water sources do not intersect with each other, and except moving to the other side of the prison, where the, I would say, rest of the fun stuff is located. So on the other side, psychology room with a bit more chairs in it to actually accommodate more prisoners that are willing to go for, and it do kind of feel right to maybe do a group therapy in the psychology office for me. Next, we do have our foreman's office, lots of the filing cabinets, some TV, some sofas. Next, the accountant office, a slightly bigger one, and the lawyer's office, again, slightly bigger one. They are just mirrored, so it would look, I would think, good. Then the the chief's office. Yeah, I was missing the word. The chief's office and the warden office. And in here, a big staff room. I do not have a plan to go for those couple of buildings here. This area will probably be a forestry, and I will see about how I want to do it. Now, I will show you the bottom section first. So here will be our minimum security prisoners and our informants. Maybe not the informants. The ex-cops. So the protective custody. So protective custody ones will be sitting in here. Big yard, and of course 6 rooms, just to fill them in as I do need. Rather small canteen with a small kitchen, and the cell blocks are in here are 3x2, so they will have a slightly bigger cell room, because well, they are minimum security, so there will be nothing too much to worry about them. And they will probably, I really don't know right now, maybe get a TV inside the cell, so they will have something to do. Well, fill up their needs. Here, a couple of the solitary confinements. Well, if they misbehave, they knew. Well, come on, Iron, stop bubbling. They do need a place for them to store the prisoners. Yeah, now the other side, the more interesting one. Well, and right here, I do kind of wish that the cloning tool would work on the planning, or there would be some sort of the planning clone tool or planning replacement tool. Because I did design this part, and then I get the default hit me. Well, if prisoners can throw in some objects like drills, bats, and stuff like that inside the prison, so placing the maximum security over here, like the legendary prisoners and stuff like that, in this very small area, which, well, going from top to bottom to upper side, kitchen, canteen, yard, whole solitary cells, and normal cells with the showers at the ends. And then I did figure it out that, well, it looks good on paper, but they still can throw something inside over here, despite of the fact that this will be by the double perimeter wall, because here, I don't know if you can see it, here is the fence, the first line of the defense, or the last one, I would say. Then is the then will be the perimeter wall, another perimeter wall, and I do kind of don't know what I will place in here, because I don't want it to be a one big giant building. So maybe the third one, but still, it is possible to throw some, I don't know, stuff inside of the this yard. So that might I will not change it right now, but I wish there will be some cloning too, and I would really appreciate it if there was something like that. So that will be our maximum security, the guys that will, well, deserve it. And yeah, they do still have bigger cells, the 3x2, just because in the events of one of them going nuts, in this situation there is way easier for like 2 or 3 guards to go inside and, well, calm the prisoner down. Over here will be our execution slash death row prisoners will be held here. And because, well, it is the death row prisoners are, well, they are a bit different. They do need paroles, so I did set up the paroles over here. The execution room will be in the middle, just up from the execution room. The small kitchen, very small one, because well, let's not kid ourselves. There won't be that many death row prisoners in the prison. Tables, and also the cells are way bigger. They are 3 by 5, so I could place the bed, I could place the toilet over here, and some bookshelves, and maybe, just maybe, TV. Maybe, I haven't figured it out yet, but maybe there will be a TV set in each cell, just to, well, give them something to do in the meantime. Shower room over here. Some solitary cells if I do need them. 3 rooms, I haven't designated them, but probably the biggest one will be a chapel. They will appreciate it in time. And I do have a bit of free space over here for whatever else I did forget. And of course, one big yard. Just for them to, well, go and stretch their legs. The empty spaces up in here, down in here, and also in here will probably go towards the forestry. And you might say, well, there is not that much room for inside those those rooms in here. But remember, this will be the maximum security. So I don't want all of them to work in the, well, workshop or anything, because, well, they will spend some of their time in the cells, in the yard, or, well, just basically in the lockup. So that's why those are very small. Only the couple, only the selected few will be able to go in there and to do some work and to, well, satisfy some of their more basic needs. Right over here, I do plan to make a surveillance room, the security room with the surveillance, of course, and staff room. A very, very small staff room, just like the pass-through room. Also, I did resign from making more of the guards tower. Well, I would say there is plenty of room, because, well, I could put the guard towers at the end, well, at those columns over here, right in that spot. But for now, there is no point in making the guards tower in your prison. So that's why there is only like 4 of them on the corners, 1 big one at the back, and 4 in the middle. And the 4 in the middle are just for the purpose of, well, it looking nice. So guys, that would be it for this video. I will show you the other prison in the next video, because, well, I just realized we are getting to 15 minutes mark, and I don't want those videos to be too long. So this is the design I will be working on. The second video on this prison will be coming up whenever I do finish it, so I do believe it might be sometime next week when I'm getting my head around on what I want to do in here, what I would like to do in here more. And I will show you how it works, or if it don't work, we shall see. We shall see how it goes. But guys, remember, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Remember about the commenting. I do read all the comments. I try to respond to you. If the comment is designed that way, I would say. Also, check out the links in the video description. They are pretty useful ones. The Twitch channel on which I do stream Prison Architect, so come say hello. And don't be discouraged if you do hear me speaking in the different language, because, well, the channel on Twitch is in Polish and English. And if I do see some of you in English, I will change my language. It's not a problem, as you can probably hear from my other videos. Also, the Twitter, on which I do say whenever I release the new video. Also, I am spamming it with whenever I'm going online, which is more frequent in the last couple of days, mostly during the week. And last time I did stream on Sunday, so that was the well, I would say bonus stream. Also, the Patreon link, well, you do know what it is. I won't advertise it. So guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks again for tuning in. and I do hope to see you all next time. But until then, Iron Rifle out.